Hi, I'm Jennifer with Making Magic Happen. We can make magic happen in your life fairly quickly. If you'd like to change your world and become the best version of yourself, tap into your soul powers and rise up in all areas of your life. These videos may help you do that. I'm Jennifer. For those of you who don't know me, I have had clients all over the world for 30 years who I've helped fairly quickly achieve what they want when they haven't been able to do it any other way. I have knowledge and gifts and talents that can transform you and your life much faster than you would think. Sometimes all it takes is one phone call. There are so many first steps for a sensitive person, depending on where you are, what you've been through, what your past has been like. It's difficult to pick a first step. I could give you 10 right off the top of my head, but I'll start with 1. Sensitive people don't like to be seen. They hide their real selves beneath a facade, really, of getting along in the world, trying to hold all of the bombardments at bay. It's difficult to get through a day. It's difficult to get through an hour as a sensitive person until you step into your real self and your real power. Sensitive people are often in relationships that are difficult to maneuver. Sensitive people often find themselves in jobs they really cannot stand and that beats them down every day. Sensitive people do not realize how much they are needed in the world and how much people truly love them because they find themselves being used by almost everyone to give them what they need. Sensitive people rarely are able to turn their own gifts onto themselves or know who they truly are. I can help you do that. Don't you think it's time to become the best version of yourself? Step into your soul power and be your real self that you've always felt and known was in you. You may have fought your entire life. You may have tried over and over and over again. And usually by the time my clients come to me, they have been everywhere, done everything, tried every new age self-help proclaimed gurus, consultations, meditations, retreats, journaling, therapists. They've tried everything under God. But what you really need is a sensitive person who has been there, who has done that, and who knows exactly what you're going through. As I said, there's so many steps to getting to where you need to be. Where do we start? It's part of the trouble of making these videos. We can start in 2 places today. Number 1, a sensitive person's past never matches who they are. A sensitive person's past is always laden with being treated badly, having to fight just to exist as yourself, being beaten down by the world, being beaten down by friends, being beaten down by relationships, being beaten down by family, being beaten down by jobs that weren't meant for you, but you have to do to survive. Survival for a sensitive person usually takes up a great deal of their life. It's time to get past survival, don't you think? Sometimes sensitive people have no idea where to begin to change their life and to change their world. I've done it several times, and I just did it again within myself. So I can help you in a way that most people out there don't know how to do. They know how to change their own world. They know how to change their own lives. And the advice they give you is not specific to you. It's great advice. It's good knowledge. But it doesn't trigger in a sensitive person what needs to be triggered. Being seen as a sensitive person is one of the most difficult things in life. And most of us shy away from it, so much so that we won't even comment on this video. I would tell you to begin right now by shedding your past. Sensitive people have been programmed by all of the people in their lives to stay hidden, to get along, to provide for others, to be quiet, not to shine too bright, to make others shine, to build others. And in that, there's great satisfaction. I find it the most fulfilling thing in my life is using my gifts and talents to help people like you who are ready and need to change their lives and become their real selves. It's not an easy process sometimes. The number one reason is because we sensitives cling to believing in our subconscious and unconscious minds all of the negatives that we've been told about ourselves through our environment, our parents, our jobs, our friends. We are well used to build other people and bring out other people. And even when we try our damnedest, it is hard to bring out your own real self and your own real life and to tap into your own soul power, which you do have. You may not know it. You may feel that you are trapped in who you become and trapped in your world. The number one thing to begin to do is to use your sensitivity for yourself. Number one, very hard for a sensitive person to do. I want you to start making a list of everything that's good about yourself. My clients sometimes stop at number 3. They can find 2 or 3 things, and that's it. However, the rest of the world does know who you are. They do feel what they receive from you. And you have also been told a lot of the good things about yourself. And there are things you know about yourself that you don't want to acknowledge. You don't want to give it credit because, as a sensitive person, well, that's selfish, isn't it? You must write a list of every talent and skill and character that you have, that you appreciate, that you want to be like. Make a list of every single thing that is good about you. You'll be surprised when you reread it. You'll shy away from it as a sensitive person because, of course, we're not supposed to focus on ourselves, are we? However, sensitive people are motivated and inspired by helping others. The only real way you can help others is to become your real self. One of the barriers to becoming your real self is by believing your past. Your past has been harder than most. I've known I'm not normal since I was a young girl. And I learned how to not care about not being normal. But a lot of the sensitive people I talk to find that a very difficult place to come to stand up for themselves, to let themselves be seen, to shine everywhere you go. You don't want to be seen. You want others to be seen. You must become your real self first, and then shine, be seen, speak, become your real self. And you will tap into the gifts that you've always known were there, your creativity, your intuition, your music, your style, that is truly you, not the you adopted to survive as a sensitive person. Where do you begin? Very hard. Start by acknowledging every good thing about you. Your past beat you down. How do I know? Been there, done that multiple times. Your past has been traumatic. It's been hard to escape from. You've done everything, you've tried everything to break free from it. Put your past down. Put it down. Look inside yourself. Feel the you you've always felt was there, and start to describe him or her to yourself. Describe yourself to yourself. Only the good, not the bad. We all have both. Describe the good about yourself. As a sensitive person, you may find this little assignment next to impossible. Do it. Write down 25, 30, 50 things that are really good about who you are inside yourself that you keep hidden, or that you don't speak, or that you don't dare to think because it's selfish to do so. A sensitive person must focus on themselves for a while in order to transform. And then when you come back from your transformation, you will be able to help others in the way that you were always meant to, that you've always wanted to. Write a list. 25, 30, 50 things that you've done well, that you're good at, your skills, your talents. It can be anything, as long as it's good and true to you. Reread it. Reread it a lot. Add to it every time you reread it. It's a good place to start, because sensitive people do not focus on themselves. Do we? We focus on wanting to be our real self. And yet, the most difficult thing for a sensitive person is to stand in who you are, in spite of the world, in spite of your past, in spite of everything you've been through and how you've been treated your entire life. I've been told 1,000 times I don't look my age. I'm older than I look by a long shot. And that's neither here nor there. I've experienced a lot more in my life than anyone could possibly imagine. People are surprised that I've survived, and that I'm still positive, and that I can still be happy, and that I can still find joy. But I found my real self, and I've used it for over 30 years to help people like you become your real self too. The process doesn't have to take years. If you're like me and you're over 50, you worry the time's run out and that you're not going to be able to get there, and you only have so much time left. And you also feel a level of responsibility that you shy away from. It's too late. It's too much. You're not interested. But your real self knows that you are. Isn't it time to become who you really are? Write a list. 25, 30, 50 things that are good about yourself, that you don't let out, that you don't give yourself credit for. Read it. Reread it. And then take a 10-minute time frame. Hard to do in today's world. Take a 10-minute time frame. Sit with yourself. Shed your past. It's no longer relevant. All it was for was to build an inner strength that you have not tapped into. All it was for was to bring out your spiritual gifts, like the clam that has a gnawing, aching, painful thing inside them. The painful things were to bring out your spiritual gifts. You do have them. You actually know within yourself that you do have them. You just don't know how to bring them out. You don't know how to live them. Shed your past. That doesn't mean you give up your people. It doesn't mean you give up your life. It doesn't mean you give up who you've become in your world, in your environment. It means the past no longer rules you. Your past patterns no longer define you. Everything that you've been through no longer means anything other than knowledge and strength and power. Shed the circumstances of your past. Shed all of them. If you are measuring your life today by what's happened to you in your past, all you do is completely relive the pattern over and over and over again, because it's what's in your mind. Excuse the sweating. It's hot. Write a list. 25, 30, 50 things that are good about you. It's a small step, it seems. But when you become your real self, some of the small steps are actually the most powerful. Try it. I'll put up another video soon, give you the next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things to do first.